When it comes to attraction, we often focus on the obvious: looks, money, or status. But the truth is, women are drawn to traits that might seem weird to most men. These aren't the things you'll hear about in movies or from your buddies. They're often overlooked because they aren't flashy, but they hold real power in building deep connections and lasting relationships. Today, we're breaking down these weird traits in a way that's simple and easy to apply to your life. First, let's get something straight. Being attractive to women isn't just about impressing them, it's about understanding what they value beneath the surface. While many men try to act tough, flashy, or overly confident, they miss the subtle signals that matter most. Women are often more in tune with emotional cues, personality quirks, and behaviors that show who you really are. And surprisingly, some of the traits they chase might seem unconventional or even counterintuitive at first. For example, a lot of women are drawn to men who show curiosity. Asking thoughtful questions and being genuinely interested in her world can make you stand out. Confidence is important, but humility, knowing you don't have all the answers and being open to learning, can be equally magnetic. Even humor plays a big role, not because you're telling jokes 24/7, but because laughter creates connection and trust. Another weird but true factor: emotional intelligence. If you can recognize her feelings and respond with empathy, you're miles ahead of the guy who only cares about showing off. The ability to stay calm under pressure, be vulnerable without oversharing, and solve problems together also scores major points. Lastly, the way you pursue your passions and live with purpose has a profound effect. Women are inspired by men who have a direction in life, even if it's unconventional. It shows stability and ambition, which are highly attractive qualities. In this video, we're diving into each of these weird traits, what they are, why they matter, and how you can develop them in practical, everyday ways. By the end, you'll understand what women really value and how to naturally become the kind of guy they can't help but chase. Let's get started. Curiosity. The power of genuine interest. One of the most underrated traits women find attractive in a man is curiosity. Many guys focus on saying the right thing, showing off, or impressing her, but they forget a simple truth. Women love a man who is genuinely interested in who they are. Curiosity is what makes you stand out because it shows you care about more than just surface-level attraction. You want to understand her as a person. So, what does curiosity actually look like? It's about asking thoughtful questions and really listening to the answers. Too many men ask generic questions like, what do you do for work, without diving deeper. Instead, imagine asking, what made you choose that career? Or, what's the most exciting part of your job? These types of questions show you're not just filling silence, you're engaged and intrigued by her world. Curiosity also means paying attention. If she mentions a hobby, like painting or yoga, follow up with questions. What got you into painting? Or, what do you love most about yoga? When you show interest in her passions, it makes her feel valued and appreciated. And here's the secret. The more interested you are in her, the more interesting you'll seem to her. But curiosity isn't just about what you ask, it's also about how you listen. Avoid thinking about your next response while she's talking. Instead, focus fully on what she's saying. Nodding, smiling, or asking follow-up questions tells her you're tuned in. Women can tell when you're half listening, and it's a major turn-off. Another thing to remember is that curiosity isn't interrogation. Don't fire off questions one after another. It's not an interview. Let the conversation flow naturally like a tennis match. Share your own thoughts or experiences when it feels right, and then bring the focus back to her. Finally, curiosity doesn't just apply to her, it's a mindset. Be curious about life in general. Whether it's learning new skills, trying different foods, or exploring new places, a curious man is naturally more attractive. Why? Because curiosity signals growth, openness, and confidence, all qualities women admire. By being genuinely curious, you create a connection that goes beyond looks or status. It shows her you're the kind of guy who cares about who she is, not just what she can offer. That's a powerful foundation for any relationship. Emotional intelligence. The key to connection. If you want to stand out and truly connect with women, developing emotional intelligence, EI, is one of the smartest things you can do. Emotional intelligence isn't about being overly emotional or trying to fix her feelings. It's about understanding emotions, both hers and yours, and using that understanding to strengthen your bond. At its core, emotional intelligence has four main parts: recognizing emotions, managing them, empathizing, and communicating effectively. Let's break that down. Recognizing emotions. Women appreciate men who can pick up on emotional cues. If she seems upset or distant, notice it and ask gently, "You seem a bit off today. Everything okay?" This shows that you're paying attention and that you care about her feelings. Ignoring these signs or brushing them off as drama makes her feel unsupported, which can kill connection. Managing emotions. Emotional intelligence doesn't mean never getting angry or frustrated. It means controlling your reactions. For example, if she brings up an issue, stay calm instead of getting defensive. A guy who can handle tough conversations without losing his cool is incredibly attractive because it shows maturity and stability. Empathy. Stepping into her shoes. Empathy is about understanding her perspective, even if you don't agree with it. If she's upset about something, avoid saying, "It's not a big deal." Instead, try, "I can see why that upset you. What can I do to help?" This doesn't mean you have to fix everything. Just listening and validating her feelings can go a long way. Communicating effectively. Women value men who can express themselves clearly and honestly. If something is bothering you, don't bottle it up or explode later. Say something like, "I felt hurt when that happened, and I want to talk about it." This kind of openness encourages trust and intimacy. Emotional intelligence doesn't come naturally to everyone, and that's okay. It's a skill you can develop by practicing mindfulness, paying attention to your emotions, and being curious about how others feel. Here's the bottom line: women don't just want a guy who looks good or makes money, they want someone who gets them. When you can understand and respond to her emotions while staying in control of your own, you create a deep connection that most men overlook. Emotional intelligence isn't just a nice to have, it's the key to building stronger, healthier relationships. A sense of humor that builds trust. When it comes to attraction, a sense of humor is one of the most powerful tools you can use to build trust and connection with a woman. But let's clear something up. Being funny doesn't mean you need to be a stand-up comedian or constantly cracking jokes. It's about creating moments of laughter and ease that make her feel comfortable and understood. Why is humor so important? Laughter is one of the quickest ways to break down walls. It helps both of you relax, opens up the conversation, and shows that you're approachable. A man who can make a woman laugh demonstrates confidence, emotional intelligence, and the ability to handle life's challenges without taking everything too seriously. These are qualities that women naturally find attractive, but humor isn't just about entertaining her, it's about building a connection. The best kind of humor is shared humor, which means you're both laughing together about something you can relate to. For example, if you notice she has a sarcastic or playful side, match that energy by teasing her lightly in a way that feels fun and respectful. Humor becomes a shared experience, creating a sense of us instead of me versus you. The key to using humor effectively is to keep it positive. Avoid jokes that are overly sarcastic, mean-spirited, or aimed at making yourself seem better than others. For instance, teasing her about something she's insecure about, like her appearance or a mistake, can backfire and make her feel uncomfortable. Instead, focus on light-hearted topics, self-deprecating humor, like poking fun at your own quirks, or even funny observations about the world around you. Humor also helps in more serious moments. If she's had a tough day, making her laugh even just a little can ease her stress and show that you're someone who can lighten the mood. This doesn't mean dismissing her feelings, but rather using humor to create a safe space where she feels supported. Here's the bottom line. Humor isn't about trying too hard to impress her. It's about being authentic, playful, and present in the moment. A guy who can make her laugh isn't just fun to be around. He's someone she can trust to turn tough times into better ones and make everyday moments feel special. That's the kind of connection women value deeply. Vulnerability balanced with strength. In relationships, one of the most attractive traits a man can have is the ability to be vulnerable, but with a sense of strength behind it. It may sound like a contradiction. How can you be vulnerable and strong at the same time? But the truth is, this balance is one of the keys to building deep, lasting connections with women. Let's break it down. What is vulnerability in a relationship? Vulnerability is about showing your true self, the parts of you that are sometimes messy or imperfect. It means being open about your feelings, fears, struggles, and mistakes. Many men shy away from vulnerability because they think it makes them look weak. But here's the reality: when you can share your emotions honestly and openly, it shows strength, not weakness. Being vulnerable means you're comfortable enough with yourself to not hide behind a mask or try to act like you have it all figured out. Why is vulnerability so important? Women deeply value men who are emotionally open. It allows them to feel closer to you and gives them the chance to connect with you on a deeper level. When you share your struggles, it shows you trust her, and trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. Vulnerability also gives her the space to be open with you, which helps build mutual understanding and emotional intimacy. Without it, relationships can feel shallow or distant. How do you balance vulnerability with strength? Here's the key. Vulnerability doesn't mean you have to be constantly emotional or overshare every detail of your life. It's about knowing when and how to open up in a way that shows emotional depth without losing your composure. Strength comes into play when you can express vulnerability, but still maintain a sense of control over your emotions. For example, if you're upset about something, you can say, "I'm really frustrated right now, but I'm working through it," instead of letting the frustration take over. This shows that you can handle tough emotions without falling apart, which makes you seem more emotionally mature. Being vulnerable also means knowing when to seek support, whether it's from her, a friend, or a therapist. It's about showing that you're willing to be open, but also that you're strong enough to ask for help when you need it. The takeaway: when you balance vulnerability with strength, you create a deeper, more meaningful connection. It shows you're human, that you care, and that you're emotionally available, all while being steady and grounded. Women don't want a perfect man. They want someone who is real and strong enough to face challenges while still being open with their feelings. That's what makes you both a reliable partner and someone they can truly trust. Living with purpose and passion. In relationships, one of the most attractive qualities a man can have is a clear sense of purpose and passion. This isn't just about having a career or big goals. It's about living your life with intention, knowing what drives you and pursuing what excites you. When you live with purpose and passion, it doesn't just make you more attractive to women, it also gives your life direction, making you more fulfilled and confident in the long run. Let's dive into why this matters so much. What does living with purpose mean? Living with purpose means knowing what you want out of life, whether that's your career, your personal goals, or how you want to impact the world. It's having a reason to wake up every day and work towards something that matters to you. Women are naturally drawn to men who have ambition and direction because it shows they are driven and responsible. When you live with purpose, you're not just drifting through life, you're actively shaping your future. For example, if you have a clear career path or a passion for helping others, it shows you're motivated and have long-term vision. This gives a sense of stability which is very attractive to women. It also signals that you're the kind of man who can take care of yourself, and by extension, someone who could be a reliable partner. Why does passion matter? Passion goes hand in hand with purpose. It's the energy and excitement that fuels you. Whether it's a hobby, a career you love, or a cause you care deeply about, having something that sparks your enthusiasm shows you're fully alive. Women are often attracted to men who can talk about what they love with energy and excitement because it shows you're not just going through the motions, you're fully engaged in life. Having passion also means you have a sense of joy and fulfillment that doesn't depend on her or anyone else. You're already happy and confident with your own life, which makes you a much more attractive and grounded partner. Plus, passion is contagious. When you talk about what excites you, it naturally draws people to you, including women. How does living with purpose and passion impact relationships? When you live with purpose and passion, it creates a healthy foundation for a relationship. You're not looking for someone to complete you, you're already whole. This gives the relationship room to grow as you both bring your own fulfilled lives into the partnership. In short, living with purpose and passion makes you more attractive because it shows that you're driven, happy, and secure in who you are. Women don't want a guy who's stagnant or aimless. They want someone who is actively building a life they're proud of. When you live with purpose and passion, you become the kind of man who attracts the right partner and creates a lasting, meaningful connection. In conclusion, becoming the kind of man women are drawn to isn't about following trends or trying to impress with flashy gestures. It's about embodying key traits that create genuine connection. Curiosity shows you're interested in her as a person, asking thoughtful questions and truly listening. Emotional intelligence means understanding both your own emotions and hers, creating trust and deeper intimacy. Humor helps you connect through laughter, making you approachable and showing that you can handle life's ups and downs with ease. Vulnerability balanced with strength lets you open up while still maintaining composure, showing that you're emotionally mature and reliable. And living with purpose and passion demonstrates ambition and direction, making you someone who's fulfilling his own life, which makes you even more attractive as a partner. When you combine these traits, you're not just becoming a better partner, you're becoming a more grounded, confident, and emotionally intelligent person overall. Relationships thrive when both people bring their best selves to the table, and these traits help you do just that. By being genuine, emotionally available, and driven, you naturally create the kind of connection that leads to strong, lasting relationships. Remember to keep embracing a masculine approach to life.